Okay, so here's your warm-up. You guys get started. Mr. Sager can press pause, and this will display on the screen until we're ready to go over the answers. So take out a sheet of paper and get to work. Go. Okay, so now that we've had time to you've had time to answer this, let's go over it and get to work. To figure out the monthly, you're going to take your annually, 62,000 divided by 12, and that'll tell you how much money you make a month. So on your calculator, type it in as you see it, 62,000 divided by 12, and you get $5,600.66. $5,166.67 when you round. Now, you can't go from monthly to weekly because there's not exactly 4 weeks in a month. So what you have to do is you have to take 62,000 and divide it by 52 because there's 52 weeks in a year. So this is right from that chart that we took in our notes at the very end. If you're away yesterday, you should copy that chart from someone in class that was here. And so we get $1,192.31 when you round. Okay. Biweekly. For biweekly, we take $62,000 and divide it by 26, although there is another shortcut. So we take $62,000 divided by 26. That equals $2,384. And 62 cents when you round. Now, the shortcut I was talking about is you can take your weekly pay and simply go times 2. That works. They are connected, and they work out perfectly. But you cannot take your monthly pay and do any more math with it other than go up to annually or go back to monthly. That's the only connection because there's not exactly 4 weeks in a month. So make sure you're not going from monthly to weekly. Okay, next one. 21.50 and you work 31 hours, so your pay equals your wage times your hours. So it's going to be $21.50 each hour, that's your unit rate, times it by 31 hours. And so on your calculator, when you do that, 21.50 times 31, and you get $666.05. Hands up if you got that. Put your hands up. Good. Now mark it wrong because that's wrong. You have to have the zero. That is 50 cents. If you don't have the zero, you're not writing your numbers properly. You need to make sure you do that. Gotcha. For the next one, $4.25 for 17 hours to figure out your wage. Well, it's going to be money per hour. So that's telling you to take your money, your pay, and divide it by your hours. That's exactly what the unit rate is saying to do. So you'll take $425 and divide it by 17. And then you're going to get $25 per hour. Really important that you remember your units. Lots of times, as I'm marking your Unit 1 projects, I see people forgetting that, which means you're telling me you don't really know what you're doing. You've got to write down your units. Okay, so keep this handy. It's going to be very, very similar questions on your project. You need to figure out your monthly income, your weekly, and bi-weekly. And then figure out what you're getting paid per day and your hourly wage. Okay, so next we're going to work on today keeping track of time. So now you got to figure out how many hours you actually worked. And you need to do this each day and add them up, etc., etc. So turn to Unit 2, and you're looking for keeping track of time, which is on page 6. Go ahead right now, find that. Pause. Okay, so now that you found this, we're going to get going with it. Okay, so keeping track of time. Okay, so keeping track of time, the big thing that we're learning today is to take your time in hours and minutes and putting it all into hours. And you have to take your minutes and use decimals. So, for example, 15 minutes equals 0.25 of an hour. So you can then add the decimals together using your calculator. Over here, I want you to remember that 15 minutes does not equal 0.15 of an hour. That is wrong. Okay, so what we have here is the different ways, the different decimals. So for example, if you have 15 minutes, you would go 15 divided by 60, that's what the fraction means, and you get 0.25 up on your calculator. 15 divided by 60, oh, that's easy, 0.25. Same thing here, you would get 0.5. Same thing here, you get 0.75, or you go 45 divided by 60. So that allows you, with your decimals, is to add the hours easily once you have the decimal values. Quickly showing you, for example, 4 hours and 45 minutes. We would convert 45 minutes into hours. And if you didn't know what it was, you divide by 60 and it'd be 0.75. So this, in fact, equals 4 hours and plus 0.75 of an hour. So you'd write the number as 4.75 total hours. When you add up the minutes and hours together, after you've converted your minutes into hours by doing the division as a fraction. Questions, comments, or concerns? Okay, so let's practice it a little bit. I always ignore what they're telling you to do because I find it so much confusing. So this dude here worked from 8:30 to 11:30, and you're going to use your fingers to figure out. Wait, so you're going to actually write down stuff and use your fingers to help you track the hours. For example, this dude Mike started at 8:30, so you write that down. From 8:30 to 9:30, he worked 1 hour. You can put up one finger. Then till 10:30, he worked another hour, so you can put up another finger. Then to 11:30, he worked one more hour. You can put up one more finger. And then 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. 3 total hours is what he worked. Okay, so for the next one then, you're starting at 8:15. So 8:15 to 9:15, that's 1 hour. To 10:15 is another hour. To 11:15 is another hour. So 1, 1, and 1. Then from 11:15 to 11:30, that's only 15 minutes. So this is a total of 3 hours and 15 minutes. But your boss won't be happy with that. So you have to convert. 15 divided by 60, go to your calculator. Yes, it's 0.25. Are you?
There's 2 receivers to the short side, it's right. If there's a receiver and a tight end, it's different. That adds an extra gap. Tight end, Hunter's got to be down. 2 receivers, 5 to the boundary, they play high right now. If there's a receiver and a tight end, Same family.
If anybody watches this, they'll be like, what the hell are these guys doing? Like, it's like,
Their own language.